Have you ever paused to wonder how the world might look if Africa's story had been written entirely by Africans, for Africans? Imagine a continent where the narrative was never interrupted by foreign conquest, where the dreams and ambitions of its people shaped every chapter of its history. Let's step into this alternate timeline. Picture ancient empires like Mali, Songhai, and Ethiopia not just surviving but thriving, evolving into global powerhouses. Timbuktu, once a beacon of knowledge, would be alive with scholars, inventors, and artists, its libraries overflowing with discoveries. Imagine African cities as centers of innovation, where technology and tradition blend seamlessly, and the world looks to Africa for the next big breakthrough. In this world, Africa's vast resources, gold, diamonds, oil, and more, are managed by Africans, for Africans. The wealth generated from the land is reinvested into local communities, building schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. There are no stolen treasures, no blood diamonds fueling conflict, only self-driven growth and prosperity. African artisans and entrepreneurs set the trends, and the world takes notice of their creativity and innovation. Imagine an African Union forming centuries earlier, uniting diverse nations and cultures. This early collaboration sparks a new era of trade, diplomacy, and shared progress. Borders are drawn by mutual respect, not by colonial rulers, and the continent's voice is strong on the global stage. Without the artificial borders imposed by colonizers, ethnic tensions are eased. Communities celebrate their differences, but also their shared identity as Africans. Peaceful coexistence and unity become the norm, not the exception. Pan-Africanism flourishes, uniting regions and inspiring movements for justice and equality. Visionary leaders like Mandela, Nkrumah, and Biko might have risen even sooner, without the shadow of apartheid or colonial oppression. Their legacies would be built on empowerment, not resistance. Now flip the script. Imagine African stories dominating global literature, film, and art. The world learns about Africa's heroes, legends, and innovations from African voices themselves. Picture African nations not just participating but leading at the United Nations, hosting the Olympics, or launching satellites into space. African athletes, scientists, and diplomats are household names, inspiring generations worldwide. African languages, music, and culture take center stage. Afrobeats isn't just a trend, it's the heartbeat of global pop culture. African fashion, food, and art influence every corner of the world. Of course, challenges and global pressures would still exist. No society is without struggle. But in this world, Africa faces them on its own terms, with confidence and unity. The difference? Africa is calling the shots, shaping its own destiny, and setting the agenda for the future. Young innovators, leaders, and dreamers are empowered to build the Africa they envision. So what if Africa was never colonized? The possibilities are as vast and vibrant as the continent itself. We can't rewrite the past, but we can learn from it. The future of Africa and the world is still being written every single day. The next chapter is up for grabs. It's in the hands of Africa's youth, its visionaries, and its storytellers. If you want to keep exploring these mind-bending what-ifs, like and subscribe for more. Let's keep imagining and building a brighter future together.